So yeah. Hey everybody, it's me, Monday Green Tea, but you can call me Green Tea. I'm with Jezzzikuh for a date night.
And if Colonel Sanders truly looked like that in real life, I would probably have KFC more.
Yeah. The food looked more like that.
Also, the professor dog.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to meet.
This is going to be a fun and a half. Also, hi, Steph. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started on I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator.
I just had the best idea. If I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator became I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good movie, Jeff Goldblum would play a really good Colonel Sanders.
Well, like, have you ever seen any of the KFC commercials? Because they got some, they have, like, I think, like, Norm Macdonald at one point and, like, Rob Lowe.
Well, I know who Rob Lowe is. I do not know who the other one is.
He was, like, popular in the 90s, like a comedian. But like...
Didn't Rob Lowe just, like, play himself?
No, he played
a
very exaggerated Colonel Sanders.
Was he in, like, the white hair and
he
stuff?
He looked like this.
Really?
Hold on.
Where have I been?
I will find you a picture.
I can look it up.
Yeah, just look up Rob Lowe Colonel Sanders and enjoy. It's a feast for the palate. Very confusing feast, but a feast nonetheless.
Where have I been?
I don't know.
Rob Lowe.
Anyway, settings are good. We got full screen. Everything looks fantastic. We'll go ahead and get started.
No, he doesn't look quite like that. It's the hair. Doesn't do it for me.
Before we get started, tell us your name. Welcome, Chef. We're a chef.
Chef Joseph. No, Jezzzikuh.
Gurdon.
No.
Chef Gurdon Ramsay. We should have done Jezzzikuh.
Well, now we're going to have to call people an idiot sandwich. Look at the little hearts on the window. Is that BTS?
I think this game predates BTS, I think.
Oh.
But also maybe
I
not.
want that chicken poster.
Should have done the ship name. I know, but it happens. It is what it is. Also, Dopile, thank you for the follow. Great to have you. Dupile. Anyway, straight to the game. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. We
looked it up, and somebody on the internet said it was rated E for everyone, so...
Oh, I'm about to make it rated R.
No.
I'm gonna get weird. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Oh, first choice.
Throw the clock out the window. That's what I would do.
You slept through the school years and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Well, that's it, guys. Stream's over. Thank you for joining us. Game over already? You might not be cut out for this. Let's try that again. Wow.
It was my instinct. I can't help
Instincts. Anyway. We're sleeping, and everything's nice and serene, and then the alarm clock goes off, and then we have...
Throw the clock out the window.
Stop. Smack that clock up and at him. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, think about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning.
Then you throw the clock out the window.
Wow, that is a name. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. I'm a bit of a daydreamer. I don't know about you.
Well, my instinct killed us already, so...
Let's daydream a bit. You daydream so long you forgot to go to school. It's here, finally. Your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet, So many dishes to meet, so many students to prepare. What?
I don't see that on the screen.
I'm taking some liberties. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Mmm, delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes! You're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to on time. Uh-oh. Story of my life.
Same, and I work from home.
Standing in a quad, you gaze up upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. That's it. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's adorable! She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. I'm glad the game told us that she was adorable in case we were blind. Cook something with lots of garlic to mask the scent. First opportunity I can throw the garlic into the mix, it's happening. That's one of the 11 herbs and spices.
What if we learn the secret? What if we learn all of the 11 herbs and spices?
We're gonna learn all 11?
Yeah.
Alright. Be prepared. We're playing the game KFC doesn't want you to know. Except they actually funded this game.
Also, I cook with way more than 11 herbs and spices, like, on a daily.
Good morning, Gordon Ramsay! Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, I'm... Because I sure am! Excited? A little nervous? Okay, a lot nervous. What the? It's just this morning I made breakfast for myself, but when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? What if I don't get a hug, as I'm obviously asking you for a hug? Do you see my arms out? Give me hugs. Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard.
She's crying.
Good. Season up that flavor and tears. Ever since we were little babies playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Quicksand box?
What kind of playground are they going to?
The kind that John Mulaney was warned about. But with the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam's always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin.
No.
Wow. Oh, God. We must protect her at all costs.
So she truly is an idiot sandwich.
But she's our idiot sandwich. Should you pep talk her or change subject and give her some relief? Change subject, school gossip? Are we gossips? Or are we gonna, like, pep talk
I
our
don't
friend?
know. I keep thinking about what Jezzzikuh, would do.
You started us off real good, but I feel like you should... You took the first one, I took the second one. This is your turn. You pick. This is our date.
I'm just thinking if this was my best friend, I would pep talk her.
Fair enough.
But she needs that.
Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know, she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? Another card featuring a handsome fellow in the red suit? Oh. Look, I know a little bit about the major arcana in tarot, and I'm not confident about that.
I'm not familiar with it at all.
The tower is usually not a good one when it comes to tarot readings. It's like disaster. But I could be wrong. I'm very cursory. Anybody is out there who knows more about the tarot reading, let me know that I'm an idiot. But I'm pretty sure tower card's not a good one. Anyway, I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs.
She does have some killer bangs.
Yeah, they look like fangs. They could just kill somebody with them. Just like, hi-ya. Can you believe I cut them myself? A little bit. You can definitely believe it. The game knows me.
They're like really jagged.
I cannot believe it.
The game does not know me because I would tell Lexi in a heartbeat.
You'd be like,
ask her the eyebrow story.
oh gosh. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hand and onto the ground. My mom made this for me.
How dare you?
Hey! It's...
Ashley?
Ashley. Your arch rival. She's totally evil.
From Texas,
but you can't
apparently.
help but be filled with jealousy. She'd get anything she wants and she knows it. And she's from Texas, makes sense. Sorry, Texas fans. Sorry. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Gordon Ramsay's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins.
And KFC paid to have this made?
Yes. Oh, it's gonna get better. Just you wait. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Wow. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. What? Has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van. You rang. Is he a JoJo's reference?
I was about to say that he looks like he belongs in JoJo's.
He is definitely part 4 material. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been so close, just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious.
They're Team Rocket.
I can't believe that University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, would even allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they'd just hand us our diplomas now? Or maybe hire us as honest professors. You amateurs couldn't learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers! A third person appears! 4th, actually. I'm sorry. I can't math. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oh, no. Pop. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you meant thank you. My name's Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old.
Say do the roar.
Do the roar. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess it's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Gordon Ramsay. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is this me or is he kind of cute? Miriam, no. Miriam, no! I think it's just you. Do you want to be Gordon Ramsay and I'll be the other voices?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be doing a deep manly voice though.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just Gordon Ramsay has like a really bad morning voice, but like once they hydrate, they're all better. I'll do the narrating and the voices though, just for you.
Okay.
You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting.
So our work is really good.
Yeah. Look at this. They got a little KFC bucket.
I don't like that you can't interact with stuff. Like, I want to interact with things.
I know. I want to click on stuff. We can click on this. Oh, that's our menu.
Menu at KFC.
Who's this guy?
I don't know.
Don't like him. You sit at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of a class. Adorable. No, quiet down, everyone.
I love Sprinkles. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS AL.
Why do you keep saying
the colon's important? Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof.
Oh my gosh.
What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. They really do. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossoms fill the air inside the classroom. I know what's coming next. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. That's all I can do for that before I start getting copyright strike for my awesome rendition. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... If you my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog before I can finish the sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. Don't look at me like that. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Yeah, his first name is Harlan.
Weird.
Yep. Harlan Sanders. I should have done the Kentucky voice.
You should have.
Too late, we're doing Kronk. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone's looking at you, and you're entirely wrong.
So it's basically like Bella and Edward.
A little bit. And this over here must be sweaty sweats a lot. Maybe we should open the window back before our faucet pit smelts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that.
You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults?
Besides, when Gertie Ramsey sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Oh no. We have to click on it. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky air fryer. Please, use my handkerchief.
Okay.
You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if you never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Oh, I gotta pick this one, don't I?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Good luck.
Oh, we'll take the handkerchief. He's being nice. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful. You hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has this natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled.
Is that lemon, herbs, and spices?
Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules.
Okay, Sprinkles.
No lusting after other students, okay? Welcome to University of Cooking School Culinary Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary school academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom, interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Oh man, another voice I gotta do. He looks really boring.
He does.
Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Good! Hit the class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school, with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish.
Oh my gosh. Professor Dog is very...
Sprinkles ain't letting nobody
He's very
interrupt
strict.
him.
Also, so student reminds me of Paul from A Year in the Life. Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
And they kept forgetting about him.
What if that is his name? Poor Paul. Let that be a lesson to your students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across the town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Or the class bursts into laughter. Ha.
He's so cute.
Oh, Clink, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself.
Wow, it's really cutting close to home.
Why is everybody like commenting on my body odor?
Goodness
my health.
gracious.
I just want to cook fried chicken. Dang. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known.
Ooh.
You decided to try and butter her up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind?
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Rubber ball's out of the question. Okay, because Lily would not take a rubber ball.
No.
Right? And Lily likes beef, but I feel like her favorites were chicken nuggets. So we'll go with the chicken snack. We're gonna go with what I know, and that's Lily.
Plus.
It is KFC.
It is KFC.
So chicken snack.
Chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with the chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite.
Yes!
Well. I think it might be some competition for new star students. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coat of warm donkey drool. You see other students eyeing you jealously, but pay them no mind. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Very smart.
Very, very smart. Mm-hmm.
So done, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, good Ribsy! There's still a seat here!
Oh no!
It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested.
Oh.
You gotta decide now.
No, I chose the chicken snack.
Dang it, you did. Oh, dang, I don't want to do this.
I chose the chicken snack. Okay, wait.
Bros before hoes. Hoes before bros.
Okay, but would Miriam understand?
Maybe if we sit next to Colonel Sanders, Pop will get to sit next to her.
Yeah. But, well, actually, those are only 2 seats left, so I'm sure Pop's already seated.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mom makes the best fried chicken, and you are it. Move or take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. He's got a pen, like, right there.
Thanks for offering me this seat.
I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something.
What? That's so inspiring.
A little off topic if you ask me.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I'm like, what?
As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz!
Okay.
Yay! A quiz about me. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
Extremely.
Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Oh, that's right. Force is a treat, as chicken is too. Feather, night vision goggles, slam dunk.
Well, it's your turn to choose.
Well, feather. I think.
Obviously.
That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, or a spork?
A spork.
A spork?
Yeah.
That's right.
It's a fork and a spoon at the same time.
It's
How
all
can
the
you
best
go
of
wrong?
both worlds. If only you could have a spifork. A spifork? A spoon, fork, and knife.
A spork or sporkife.
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 Maybe we can invent that.
Is that a corgi teacher? Are you just now paying attention? You've missed a lot. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like a silly face.
No, this one's not as easy to choose.
It's your turn to choose.
Okay, it's got to be the top or the bottom. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not much salt. Or a pancake that looks like a silly face.
I was cooking. Jennifer says camel.
I just don't know about that. Go with the top one.
Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt.
Yes.
That's
yes!
right. I would have accepted a pancake with silly face. Because that does make me feel better.
Yeah.
A Sprinkle's a good boy.
Of course.
No, he's a talking dog that teaches the culinary skill.
He's the
best boy. Or yes.
He's the best boy.
Obviously. That's right. Your total score is a perfect 5 out of 5. Up top. Woo! Wow. Be honest, cheat. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed.
Stop looking at me.
Oh my god. Colonel. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain.
Thanks.
Hot diggity, Gordon Ramsay. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow. The cafeteria is nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. The Stewart Cafeteria. A delicious fragrance wafts the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a room. A rubber room with rats. And I hate rats. Because rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a room.
Stop it!
Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers.
Woo!
Woo woo! But I... Shut up, Paul! Jeez. God. Can't you see someone who actually has, like, defined features is talking? Mr. Avocado Nose?
It doesn't look like avocado.
Lunch.
She said shh.
In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. My spinach puffs. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell.
That smelly smell.
That smelly smell. The smell that you've been smelling. That I've made. That smell. The lunchtime smell. From which you are smelling. From the lunch I made. That smells. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true?
I'm gonna guess it's chicken.
Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. I've never seen KFC chicken to glimmer.
No.
Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket? With chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. And what are they? You look around, notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. That's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison! Got him.
Wow.
He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
Yeah, and that was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender.
You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. That bitch. Oh, please. Well then, Van the Madman, if you don't want any.
I'll take his.
Okay, I know we're not supposed to like Ashley, but she does have that stocking thing that I love so much going on right now.
Also, she's got chicken drumsticks in her stockings.
Oh my gosh. Like, I hate that she's our rival because she's kind of cute. And she's kind of thick. With 3 C's.
Her hair really does remind me of Jessie.
Team Rocket?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite, and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. He looks like he's going Super Saiyan. Just, ah! Ah! Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please. My fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Amazing. Oh, God. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment, everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, or swim towards the light.
Whose turn is it?
I feel like it's yours. I know. I wish we could save. Because I feel like this one is just like, you die.
Oh, no. I'm going to say savor the moment.
Yeah, you want to learn more about him. You don't want to just like copy his stuff.
Yeah,
I feel
savor
you.
the moment.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly.
What a guy.
Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same?
Are they the same? Is this just a fever dream?
A little bit. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence.
Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second.
Ooh. Anything for a fellow chef.
I want you to know that all I'm picturing is Jeff Goldblum right now. So.
Anything for a fellow chef.
What exactly was on that chicken?
Oh. Ha 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 ha. How bold to come out and ask that. No, we're going back to...
He's got a stuff with the chicken
an
on
idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time. And I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. no big deal.
It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade.
Why does he have chicken staff?
I don't know.
He's the chicken wizard. I'm gonna go back to the Kronk voice because it's easier. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to know each other.
Days.
Fastest culinary school in the West.
Wow.
We just took a pop quiz and we're halfway through the day. He's clearly not going to give it up easily. But it doesn't hurt to be persistent.
You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aw. You've got moxie. I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use meh. It's something my great-grandmother taught me.
I'm really getting
Wow.
Bella
You
and
never
Edward vibes.
have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you get some if you searched. What is it?
I don't know.
While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. We just had a conversation. We left. We're going to go have another conversation. Because we're that thirsty for some Sanders. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated.
It sounds like you have big plans.
I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. I don't know about this. I definitely don't think this because I'm like, I feel like he'd be offended that we're trying to mess with the recipe.
I think he would be offended.
Let's be modest and thoughtful. Well, I just want to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. Oh shoot, that was you.
Yeah, it's okay. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect.
I appreciate the compliment, Gordon Ramsay.
I'm sure you'll be a big success.
I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to feel the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. What lessons? We just took a pop quiz and had lunch, and now we're cooking.
It's gonna be Iron Chef.
Oh boy! I know what this emoji's for. You step in the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place.
Hold
Each
on.
student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. What we got up here?
We got lemons and cucumbers and potatoes.
Broccoli!
And broccoli.
Is that asparagus?
No, I think that's cucumbers. It is not asparagus. Have you ever seen asparagus?
Some thick asparagus.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it?
You're not gonna blow anything except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. What? So who is she? From, what's her name?
What? Help me out here.
From She-Ra, the Princess of Power. What's her name? Who loves the tiny food so much?
Oh.
Entrapta.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she's like Entrapta.
Oh yeah. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Bye, girl. We got a man to get.
Poor Miriam. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Aww. Sure, Gordon Ramsay. I'll prepare a station. Without you as a partner, Miriam's left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Here they are. People.
I would choose the robot. I would choose Clank.
Oh my, 2 potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward. That's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Oh boy.
I don't know, because I like Clank better.
He's so cute, his little face, he's so cheeky.
I know,
He's little metal cheeks.
His cheeks look fat.
Even though it's probably just a flat little thing. I thought this was a dating game. Are you trying to date Colonel Sanders? Yeah. We're also going to culinary school, and we want to impress him, so we can smooch him. Keep up, dude.
And also learn the 11 herbs and spices that go in KFC chicken.
We've already learned one, and it's a rectangle. Which one are you picking? You want Pop, or do you want Clank?
Let's go with Clank.
Clank.
Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partying with Clank today. Why am I choosing for her?
I don't know.
I left her. I'm such a terrible friend.
You really are. It's okay, I already ate.
Okay.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this point.
I think we chose correctly.
Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth.
Oh no, maybe we didn't.
Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know this Simon yet.
Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him.
It's true.
Bzzzt.
Look at his little smile.
Tissue, I hardly know you.
Bust my eardrum.
Clank judders and the panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Or something fell off. I need a maintenance manual.
Looks like you two will be fine.
Bye, girl. When you riz the colonel. We trying. We coming after that colonel. And his the remaining 10 herbs and 1 spice. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps.
But let's be honest, if this were me, Jessica, I would not be
Abandoning your
romancing anybody, abandoning my friend. I would be focused on the dog.
Yeah. I was...
Like...
What dating game? It's all about petting the teacher.
No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
I like that. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Ooh. Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy, you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy.
Sprinkles is supreme.
The best.
The star of the show.
Boy. The goodest boy.
Like, I don't even know why Colonel Sanders is a spokesperson of KFC at this point. They should change it to Sprinkles.
It's like, I love you, Sprinkles, a petting a good boy simulator.
I don't even eat KFC, but I would eat KFC if Sprinkles was a spokesperson.
Let's go with mashed potatoes and gravy.
What made you come to that conclusion?
I feel like
Is it because it's on the menu?
It's on the menu. Honestly, I feel like that's the secret to this game. We just gotta think like a KFC. I don't know any KFCs use octopus or steak tartare. We're playing to his strengths.
I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes.
And gravy. Mashed potatoes to the Sanders heart. It's working.
I couldn't imagine one without the other. I can't. I don't like gravy.
Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away.
I'll go get the potatoes. I
No,
literally just
please.
lost myself because I can't stop thinking that this is very Bella and Edward. in
No.
Twilight. It is.
Stop
They have,
comparing.
like, the
This is
same
better than
vibe.
Twilight.
They have the same vibe.
What is the Colonel's waist snatched? It's a little bit. Man, wait till you see the rival. That girl is thick. Anyway, we gotta get some taters. No, please. Let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine.
No.
There's the rival. She thick.
And she's got drumsticks in her stockings. I want those stockings.
Ashley. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does somebody have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business.
Get out of here, ho. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Does someone call for me? No geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Gordon Ramsay's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Poor Van Van.
You're crying.
Colonel Sanders returns, armed full of potatoes. He tosses them to boiling water and turns attention to you and your old friends. This is the crispy outside of Killer Gordon Ramsay. Mind your business. I agree, guys. I agree. The music just got really intense all of a sudden. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Gordon Ramsay was struggling, so he offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Huh, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel, deep down, that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Of course she would use her thick thighs!
You're actually, like, voicing the part of Ashley very well.
Thank
I
you.
just want you to know. I'm getting very invested.
Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Again, that biatch.
We're gonna slap her. She thinks it's a cooking competition? No.
Slap her right across her lips with our lips.
That's the plot twist.
Plot twist: we're gonna make out with the villain and then dump her and then go with Colonel Sanders. Ashley is really good. Go ahead. Sorry. I need some hydration.
My hydration.
I forgot. 1 second, guys. Got a drink. Hope you guys like that drinking ASMR. She's trying to seduce your man? I know, right? Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly.
Hydrate, dehydrate. Yep, those are good words.
Yep.
So next time you don't want to hydrate.
I
that's what we're
hydrate.
saying.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stab you.
Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. It's your turn to pick this.
No.
It's your turn to pick.
No, I can't.
It's your turn to pick.
I can't.
Come on, you can't get an auto game over like you did at the beginning of the game. Not this late into the thing.
Okay, so on one hand, I need to stop thinking about this personally. Because
Yeah.
I'm playing Gordon Ramsay, not Jezzzikuh.
Yeah, this is Gordon's story.
So we're gonna go with Colonel Sanders and see where Colonel Sanders' head is. This is a test.
We're really just like saying
This is
goodbye
a
to the
test.
bestie.
This is a test.
You know, I never wanted. I'm gonna go with this, but I never wanted to be that friend that immediately gets into a relationship and then just drops the friend. You know.
I'm not that friend.
But Gordon is.
Apparently. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas.
Oh, girl. Yeah.
Partners were chosen at the beginning of class. Let's all respect the... So let's all respect the format, okay?
Follow the Colonel Sanders' chest. Colonel, please. He's being mean to me. You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page.
I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right?
A businessman respects all fair arrangements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Gordon Ramsay as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Either you has Gordon Ramsay's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. Suck it. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the attention of your moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out which pours a smooth brown gravy, covering your nearly finished potato dish.
When you auto potato.
Auto potato! Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. That looks really yummy. We just ate and it's making me hungry. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but doesn't immediately let it go. The two of you stand holding the same spork. At that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops.
Wait a minute. Do you also have a very vivid memory of, like, seeing kids in high school being obsessed with sporks?
I honestly only remember the mustache and the bacon thing.
Well, no, of course the mustache and bacon thing, but there were also sporks. I distinctly remember.
Like, I had friends that carried them
everywhere
around, and I didn't think much of it.
Yeah, it was a thing.
Mm.
And it just came back and hit me.
The superior utensil, though.
Yeah.
Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. Again. We're up to 2 times stand stilling. If you love something, set it free. What? Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face! Suck it! You ever seen the VeggieTale Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Beans? The Urukai were sporks? Well, now I have to watch it.
I have not seen that.
Have you ever seen VeggieTales?
No.
It is insane. So, like, okay, real quick, though. So, like, you know how VeggieTales is, like, all about teaching about God and Jesus? Mm-hmm. The creators of VeggieTales have canonically said that the VeggieTales characters, all vegetables and fruits, aren't human, thus are not receiving, like, God's love, and they can't go to heaven. So all these vegetables and fruit teaching you about God and Jesus can never go to heaven. Isn't that all messed up?
It's also messed up that I eat vegetables and fruit.
Vegetables don't go to heaven. But we've had movies that tell us that all dogs go to heaven too. So it's okay.
I have a stuffed animal named after Itchy from All Dogs Go to Heaven.
But I hope you enjoy all the vegetables that you have on the earth before you go to heaven, because I ain't got none. What? It's true facts. Look it up. Anyway, back to flinging potatoes into this smarmy face. Van, do something. Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Gordon Ramsay. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
Oh!
Throw it at Gordon Ramsay. Can I have potatoes face?
No.
Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. He is a JoJo's reference. He's posing. JoJo, pose, pose, pose. Jeez. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal, gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle-axe blade forged by supreme chef ancestors. Ora, ora, ora. He did eat potatoes off her face. Spork from Toy Story. What was his name?
I don't remember.
Oh, it's gonna kill me. I can't remember.
How funny would it be if it was Sporky?
I think it was Forky. Because he was a fork.
Sporky.
Oh.
That's what I said. I said Sporky.
I thought he was like a fork, not a spork. Anyway. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. May have turned it in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It's been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good.
It killed him!
Oh my god. Oh god! Everybody step back! Don't take another bite! You look at the plate, the rest of it is gone. It is the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment. It is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Casual chef murder. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, interrupting the moment, stepping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poison of all kinds.
Interesting concept.
Okay. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Oh no!
Ghost of student. Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. Yes! What? Like for real? Come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky.
And I would like that concept to remain a concept when we play D&D.
What?
I can just eat things and then be immune to poison.
Don't make Constitution a dump stat. Don't make Constitution a dump stat. We'll find out. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today.
Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
Dump stat, Constitution.
Constitution.
Consuation. Dump stat it. Just because every stat's a dump stat doesn't mean you can't keep playing. Just saying. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. It's day 1!
It's only been a day.
It's not even like a full 24 hours. It's been like, what? 10? 12 maybe?
Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Gordon Ramsay.
There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Is Van Van gonna confess? Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. But now I notice that it's Muda Muda. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. Welcome back, Blueberry Chi. Looks like he's a finger-licking hunk. It's not that hard. Look, I kind of like Van Van, even though he's got problems.
His hair is very interesting.
I think it's very, very shiny. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts. Then our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up. I'm the one here to say special stuff and be the star of the story.
I just love that you're like, I kind of like Van Van. He killed someone.
Look, we've all...
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that.
I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name?
That's Colonel Sanders.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. Have you even seen Stardust Crusaders? It's totally about me. Sporkmon?
Oh,
What happened?
no.
Spork. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid! Be very afraid of me because I am monster, see?
Is he
rhyming on?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence?
That's scary for real? Yeah, it's like actual KFC food. Sorry, KFC. I'm not getting that sponsorship, am I?
I don't like the way his teeth look.
Yeah, a little gooey. But before you can discuss the syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence!
Whoa!
Is the Colonel about to open a can of whoop-ass? You best believe it! What will you do? Yeah! Final Fantasy!
Oh, we can interact with things! Attack.
Obviously. You said to go on the attack. Which attack will you use?
Oh.
Cook with Love! Cook with Love does 1 damage. Oh. It just got real! That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you.
Oh.
You take 1 damage. I'm gonna defend.
Okay.
You decided to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. I don't even know the meaning of the word. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Sport Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws the energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond?
Attack! Attack!
You decide to go on the attack. Does that mean that the Spork's arms are teeth? Or is that Spork teeth are just tiny arms in its mouth? You are asking the horrible questions.
Yeah.
You keep that to yourself. I don't need to think about that. I don't like how it blinks occasionally. I thought I was losing my mind, but I saw you. I can see you blinking. Which attack will you use?
Cook with Love.
Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster use Utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. Theoretically, could you eat it? I don't wanna. Teeth arms. Stop
What if
it.
this is what killed the ghost student?
No, it was that tentacle thing.
Oh.
That he didn't cook all the way.
Well, what if whatever's in the tentacle thing somehow created this? I don't know.
I mean, your head's in the right space when it comes to games like these. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle.
What?
What? Defend. You decided to defend. Which defense will you use?
Buff up.
Buff up? No one can control this much buffness. Start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. Oh. Whoops. You better attack soon or you're likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack.
Chow. Ah!
No!
Oh.
No!
No, you
No!
gotta do it.
Oh no!
You gotta do it.
I can't cook with love.
We gotta chow down.
Chow down does 2 damage. A powerful blow. Sport monster's oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to clean that up. Eat it. Yes. No. Feeling vulnerable, Sport monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Finally, Colonel gets up in the game. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens.
That's a lot of chickens.
Pot by Power Pinch! Pot by Power Pinch does 10 damage. Sport monster is defeated.
You saved me.
An injured sport monster spews steam into the night.
Oh, I can't be the one to decide.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers at him, go my mom. So the very best one, and you are it. We spared it. Oh, we're gonna lose. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast, long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Yeah, save that for Ashley.
I would have immediately, like, done it. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
Oh.
I won't forget this. And I certainly won't be back like you said.
The sport monster scuttles off into the night. Just, I imagine he's like on his little toes, so he just like tick, 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 tick. He's like tick, 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 tick.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Become his friend and sick it on Ashley. Great idea, but we've kind of passed that point. When do you go on a date with Sanders? We're trying. Come on. First Van shows up, then Sport Monsters. It's like the universe is against us. The defeated monster left behind a special item. Sick, rare drop. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but on closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. When did he get a pimp cane?
He keeps whipping it out, like, randomly.
Don't say that. Phrasing. Come on, man. We just found the Chickenomicon. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. Last name
Nice.
to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Please automod. I'm sorry. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding a mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. We're just falling asleep right here? What are we, a Sims character?
I mean, I could.
The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep.
He takes us home.
He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly.
Good night, my Colonel.
Oh my god. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there were secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. A gentleman. We know one of the herbs and spices. We got 10 more to go. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the sport monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think it might be, I think I might like Clank.
It's okay if you're robosexual.
That's chill.
We love you. We support you.
Like him? Like?
I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got talking after class. He's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Okay, but like the real Colonel Sanders didn't finish 7th grade.
Really?
Yep. I didn't learn Colonel
How
Sanders fact.
do you know so much about Colonel Sanders?
I didn't look anything up right before the stream. Dude got fired from a lot of jobs before the age of 19.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. It was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade.
Wait, he was the car? Hold on. I think my brain just disconnected. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Okay,
What?
that is exactly how it sounded. Okay. I thought I was losing my mind there for a second.
I'm thinking maybe something got lost in a pressure cooker language translation there.
He is the car that he drove himself.
Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders.
A bunch of hypocrites.
You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School: Academy for Learning.
You fumbled
You're a
that.
thing now.
What?
You fumbled that.
I did.
We definitely connected yesterday.
Yeah, we're taking it slow. The universe has to stop us with spork fights and vans to slow us down.
Ah, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't you be interested in you, I guess?
Wow, we abandoned her one day and already she's starting to neg us. Like, be really mean. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real.
Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients?
No.
Oh.
Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here?
Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices.
When you betray him. Look, we might not.
The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me. The flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
We can get a powder from the Spice Man. This wasn't made by KFC, but this was paid for, sponsored by KFC. Remember this, children.
Whatever. Anyway, we both shared interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. And I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Need some death sticks. Yeah.
Please, please, please! You would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
tell the ingredient Colonel Sanders told you. Make up a fake ingredient. Why can't we just say, sorry, it was in confidence?
Right, like why are
Where's
you
option 3?
Why are you
is it
giving
in the
us
tree?
crappy options?
I'm just gonna click in the trees until I get option 3.
I don't think you're gonna.
Dang it. Well, I don't know whose turn it is, but I say we make up a fake
Yeah,
ingredient.
I was thinking fake ingredient.
Miriam sucks. No, that's not true. She's cute. I mean, not a good friend to her. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about...
It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt? Wow.
Her eyes light up at imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she's definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossoms fill the air. They're coming from the tree! Yeah! Shoujo it up! It's Colonel Sanders who's arriving at school. Oh, you decide. Do we stand back and admire his majestic glory, or do we run to him?
We're gonna stand back. We don't want to look too desperate.
Because we've been so calm and collected so far. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty.
She really did immediately go, okay.
Without ever acknowledging that he's been watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. Is that even his horse, then?
Probably not. He stole it.
There he is with his chicken cane. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home.
Grand Theft Horse.
You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right.
What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said.
Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you.
Oh, Goody Ramsey just gets really nervous around people they like.
What? That is not helping.
I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it.
She gives you a wink and a smile as to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying.
I suddenly don't feel so bad for, like, ditching her yesterday.
You're right. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. Just ghosted us. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. But he sees you coming. Well there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like...
Sorry. That was Miriam.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
Tell them stop acting immature, act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look.
It's your turn.
Oh, it is? Oh, we're just gonna watch. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse.
It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn.
Now you've upset them.
Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Did they summon the mashed potato? Maybe they did summon the mashed potato demon.
Oh, plot twist.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
Panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use, like, a little evil. Duh. You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Oh, that's you. Sorry. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back.
I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are a secret.
You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossed potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, bucket of bolts!
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything.
Bzzzt, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Bzzzt. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room.
Good.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it might be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Whatever.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired.
Oh, no.
Clank with parallel to Chopper. Yeah. With a little bit of R2 thrown in there.
But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it.
Okay, you don't have to tell me twice.
After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
You want to pay attention and listen. Truly you do.
Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you missed most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tiny tray of food in front of you.
Well, Gordon Ramsay?
Naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, a dog biscuit.
A shimmering pepper?
Okay.
Question mark?
A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend... Ooh... This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is...
Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine. I'll work through. Anyway, you're the chosen one. Paul Atreides, you must make the spice flow. To fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself beginning to regain consciousness. Aw, man. You come to and find everyone staring at you.
That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever.
You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure I'll forgive you. Someday? Oh, come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. Is this a school dance? And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. Oh, that was her. The level of theatrics of these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and tell them, you're on.
This is your choice.
You're on! High school drama.
A bit of lunchtime competition. Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it.
Heck yeah. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool. Show you.
Great comeback. No.
Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Gordon Ramsay. I'll be watching your performance.
Why is he acting like he's a teacher though, for real?
I know, right? Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Timer ready. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. Oh, good. That's what I'm talking about. Awoo!
I stand corrected.
The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. Hope its message lifts you to victory.
Okay.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now's my chance to shine. I'll defeat you myself. Okay, yandere girl. Jamming out. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you feel like you could really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh, shoot. It always boils 100 seconds after you turn the heat on.
That's wrong.
I didn't know! It was Celsius. I panicked. What were you thinking, Gordon Ramsay? Get your head in the game. You're going to need to season the chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea.
11.
That's right. You may not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies.
Yes.
Now that you got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Trust?
That's
wrong. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley's simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now begin to harness the energy. So where does it come from? Small town where big dreams are born. That's right.
Oh, thank God.
This is your shot, and you're not gonna miss it. Aroo! Try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling?
No,
Don't make me get the spray bottle. Is this the end? Yup.
No. Try again.
Try again.
Wait, is this gonna start us over?
No.
I hope not.
Oh.
Okay. Whew.
We'll just... You're on. Alright, we'll get right back to it.
Okay, timer ready.
We got this. Alright. 100 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
How would you have gotten to school without knowing that? Listen, I panicked. Winner gets to rub my furry belly.
Yes!
That enticing offer motivate you. I am motivated by pet rubs. The belly pettings. You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it.
11.
Absolutely. Didn't even know that one. Tail wagging intensifies.
Yes, it does.
Now you get basic steps going. It's time to elevate your craft.
I don't remember what you said. Do gratitude.
Gratitude.
Yes!
That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up
How?
the pace if you want to survive. Well, we're in the good timeline.
Okay.
Yada, yada, yada. Small town where big dreams are born. That's right. Aroo. You try to shut out the noise in the arena and focus on your cooking.
Bubbling?
That's wrong.
No, it's silent.
Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Gordon Ramsay.
It's Gordon
Gordon Ramsay. Sorry.
Ugh.
He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now you can think about is Colonel Sanders.
Oh no.
How many spoonful gravy does it take to fill a tradition of Colonel Sanders' face winking? What were you thinking? Get your mind back in the competition! Grr. You're stranded on a desert island, only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hug! I know.
There's no way.
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. Riding together on a gondola. What's that to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes! I know you're loving nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle. Sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You're right. You might not have any hands, but Gordon Ramsay does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hands into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed.
Gordon Ramsay, no!
But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's really crushed by the
My gosh!
quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is the easy way could turn out much, much more difficult.
This is taking a turn.
Everyone, stop what you're doing right now! This battle is over!
Yeah, the crushing sound did not sound good in my eardrums.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Gordon Ramsay's injury.
Look at Sprinkles.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find an array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells the story of excellence. I was going to ask Gordon Ramsay to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady, meaty hands. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within.
Ooh. Looks
But they're like not put together. That's weird. Anyway.
Inside, you'll find delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you?
As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. Nougat.
This is your choice.
We're just gonna bottle it up until it gives us an ulcer, and then we die. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. No! Embarrassed and shamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crisp fried eyebrow, you run to the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather, it feels like an insult.
We're not
Inside
doing
you,
a very
storm
good
rages.
job.
Are we not gonna romance the Colonel? It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater to his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss. You know, when you lost the cooking competition. That just happened just now. But from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out.
I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Fit to fill your fryer? That's a phrase. Also, I gotta catch this. I gotta poke catch real quick.
That is a phrase.
Boom. Anyway, failure's a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before?
That's exactly what I think.
Y'all. You'll fill his fryer, fry his chicken, gravy his boat. Whatever it takes. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated, billionaire chicken tycoon. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way.
Yeah.
But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. This is all true.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Do you know how he failed as a lawyer? Do you want to
How?
know? Oh, sweet. I caught it. I'm not fit to fill your fire. Will be added to the lexicon. Thank you. Okay, so, like, I think he was, like, I want to say it was, like, Little Rock or something like that, where he was a lawyer, and he actually got into a fist fight with his client.
Okay, so I'm learning that Colonel Sanders is a real person.
Yeah.
Because all of my life,
You thought he was just a
character.
You thought he was just like a Ronald McDonald?
Yeah.
Nah, dude was a real dude.
Weird.
That's pretty metal, though. Yeah. Couldn't do law anymore. Because he was just like, you know what? Me and you about to go to blows. My own client. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight.
I didn't know.
This is feeling real for you, ain't it?
Quite literally.
People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Music is good. No reason being this good. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
With my bloody crushed hand.
And your no eyebrows.
Yeah.
I resolved that then I was going to amount to something. No matter if hours, labor, or money could deter me from giving the best I had to give. He is giving anime protagonist vibes right now. Did he really? Yeah, man. You gotta look Colonel Sanders' story. It is crazy how many jobs he got fired from. The gunfight part? Absolutely yes. It's all true. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humbled man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. We do look like a horror story by this point. Crippled hand, all bloody from a stand mixer. No eyebrows. Spork wounds from yesterday.
Yeah.
Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Colonel used to be a bad boy. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster.
Of course it is. Borko?
Yes, I know I said we'd be back. And after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just want to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I was always a sport monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were a human once?
Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student, until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
They must die. How dare they treat a golden retriever like that?
I didn't know this.
A magic spellbook?
Teeth limbs, tooth head. Leave Borko alone.
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and gilly.
And Gilly.
And gilly. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there.
It sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen alive. Gunnar and Ramsey. Together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
Maybe we haven't messed it up too much.
Colonel likes the no eyebrows look. And you only need the one hand to caress his cheek. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Is that baby Sanders?
With a little goatee and mustache.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision never stop searching, never stop working, and never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close.
Wait, how old is he in this game? You know, he is of the appropriate age to attend the Academy Culinary School, School for Learning.
Mm-hmm.
Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing.
It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps?
Are we going after Silver Fox, Sugar Father? According to this baby photo, he's looked like this for a long time. So he might just have anime white hair. And also mustache and goatee. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? Dude did tell us one of the herbs and spices.
Yeah.
Which is further than I thought we'd ever go with him. I thought we'd kiss him, probably caress his butt. Never thought we'd get to spice territory. What do you think?
Reveal it. I feel like that is in character.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
To be the pretty thing on his arm while he rolls his fried chicken tycoon. You decide that you're ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day.
I present to you my original coleslaw.
Oh. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' looks hideaway.
I like it.
Magnificent. Together you chat on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. Coleslaw does not keep, buddy, but sure, go ahead. You can offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy.
Sure, why not?
Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now, perfect time to do some snooping.
Yes.
Wonderful. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel.
The urn.
Ooh. Who's that? You get closer to learn an urge sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures."
Oh my gosh.
It's a big urn, too. Poor guy. Tack on an item. Mustache comb! With a little bit of mustache on it! We can steal it. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of this comb. Man stuffed away to suck extra on the spork with a slaw. Yeah, just a little bit. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Anime hair! What was I saying? What was I just telling you? Tap on an item. Where are we? Let's look on this. You get to the window across the vast lake and the mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of student pops up. Hi, Paul. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death?
Wait, what? I never even heard your name. Why would I avenge you?
I could just tell you my name right now. It's...
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze.
Wow.
Chicken! You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real.
Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive.
You just steal this hair and just do it later. A little note clipped on the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tapping on an item to discover more about the Colonel. That just opened up.
I know, but there's so much more. What if we tap there and we leave?
I want to look at the baby photo. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure out this might be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's just the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle.
Who frames a baby picture of themselves? Me, because I was adorable?
Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right?
I would do the same.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff to click on. Candle. What kind of scented candle does he smell? A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell.
It's gravy.
I was thinking it's gravy. Power tool?
Oh.
Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in the lake? Summer of 69? No, it's one secret recipe ingredients. It's blank. Tap an item discover. Did we just discover another recipe? Secret?
I think so.
Who dat? One of the framed photos showing an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. That's what they're doing. They're closely in there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he's... Oh, sorry.
Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. But he was an old man.
He's a time-traveling anime boy. Leave him alone.
The thing on the wall.
I don't want to, because it looks like a secret safe. I don't want to, like, be Snoopy. This must be where he keeps a secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you.
11.
As soon as you turn the dial to 11, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared? Sashimi style?
No, it cannot.
I have had chicken sushi. I have had barbecue chicken sushi, and it was pretty good.
Sashimi is raw, though.
I know. But also, no, you cannot.
So, no.
But I have had chicken sushi before. It's pretty good. Well, I was worried that this was going to, like, lock us into a bad ending, because he, like, catches us reading his secrets. But good thing we did. Anyway. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet, find a row of signature white suits hanging within. You take one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. Then say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment to make a big move. You tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth.
The top two. I don't know. I don't know which one. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up.
Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots closer to the fireplace. Riz it up. Colonel, you can't resist. Colonel, I'm so cold. Hi, Colonel. Could you just warm me up? It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Oh, snap! Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're doing.
Final exams are tomorrow?
Well, it's a 3-day course.
Oh my gosh.
I should be home. Sorry.
I should be home studying.
You could be studying this face, these abs, this chicken fryer. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. The thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. He's like, what?
Colonel?
Yes, Gordon Ramsay.
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence!
Sprinkles!
Oh, chicken.
I'm here for sprinkles.
The horror in Gurdon's voice. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Hey, we stayed the night! We stayed the night! Oh, I didn't read that. You think about the secret ingredient you just learned about. Blank. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal, but the recipe is a secret. How will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast. Your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up.
He really just...
Chicken and biscuits.
goes for the fried chicken.
It's meticulous. Again, I don't even know the meaning of the word. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery?
Flatter him.
Yeah, we're gonna go all this way and then just be like, nah, I like Taco Bell better.
I do, though. Not gonna lie.
That's
but they're
true.
owned by the same people.
Yeah.
So that wasn't, if you guys want to sponsor us, like, that's not, like, you know,
no.
taboo. Y'all are owned by the same people.
I mean, we did earlier in the stream.
Okay, but Taco Bell is amazing.
Okay, yeah, Taco Bell's pretty good. I guess you were fit to fill his fryer.
I think we might make a great team.
A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. You're with the right business partner. I know I can't fail.
I literally was
Business
just like,
partner?
wait a minute, what?
Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate talking about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something happened to you.
It's okay, I was just...
But now it turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but...
You would not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I could believe that.
Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dial turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl.
Good for you.
But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did you just say skydiving as if there was a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker?
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear.
And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him.
You what? You whore. You whore.
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection was wowzers.
You emotional whore.
Miriam tells you to move on from the whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on
Whoa,
school.
wait a minute.
Wow.
Hypocritical?
If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. And I agree. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways.
What?
When you harlot it around. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. I know villain, but them tights doing that thing I love. Doing the thing I love. Anyway. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
Or Bob, upside down.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I already one up right away.
I'll have my swirly with Sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get that swirly dip, too.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person in this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Gordon Ramsay, suggesting a pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it.
You clench your fist, but injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Did I not go to the hospital?
You really didn't.
Wow.
You have no eyebrows, too. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
Never. Oh, I'll never give up. Ever.
You were ready for that delivery. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Gordon Ramsay, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Not the crunchy broken hand. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What's he doing complimenting her? That skank. What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Phrasing? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Excuse me, Gordon Ramsay. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Oh, snap. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Gordon Ramsay. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the crowd to get some distance.
Crowd.
In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. No!
We're willowing it.
Let's not Dark Willow right now.
Whoa, that's that book? Looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Because I didn't just fight a big spork monster.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it were really powerful?
I would.
Yeah, I know.
I would arts and crafts a book. The Colonel's playing hard to get. He really is. We just spent the night with him and he's just
really
like acting like no big deal.
It's really starting to get on my nerves.
Mm-hmm.
I can think of one surefire way to find out.
You open to a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I thought y'all stopped being friends. Yeah, she just rolled up like,
what was that book? No longer my best friend?
I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
What in the anime logic?
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Do we cast the forbidden spell?
I don't know.
The swelling music says yes, but smart logic in the face of dumb logic says don't do it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. If you holler, let him go. My mom told me to pick the very best one. And you are it. Okay, it's this one. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. This is like high-key dark romance anime stuff. Yeah, I'm getting some, like, Madoka vibes off of this. Miriam's gonna lose her head.
What I'm truly here for.
Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
No.
His cute little nose crunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reaches from old homework to give us a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens.
Do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, because I don't know.
Eeny, meeny, and you are the best cooking recipe at making some fried chicken. Yeah. You must be hungry. Homework. You reach in your backpack, grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles at the sheet of paper like a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. Ahem. I apologize for the outburst.
Look at his little face.
I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies the ungraded work. My good Mimsy, were you studying something with Cinnamon?
I've been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful.
This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, good Mimsy, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before you go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back of the room.
I told you to save it for after class.
Bzzzt, bzzzt.
You think I want to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. Why would you feed baby old homework? It's fine. It had cinnamon on it. He liked it. Dogs can eat cinnamon, right?
I don't know.
But no, you gotta show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan. J&J forever.
J&J forever.
J&J forever.
Watch us from a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangle's the strongest shape, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Bzz, bzz.
Yeah, but this is making a great day.
Beep.
Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you paddle down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care.
Sad beep. Clanks begins to shudder, steam pouring out of the gaps of the panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks.
Poor Clank.
Beep. Bzz.
No.
Oh, he's dying.
No amount of seasoning's gonna make me want to eat that, Clank.
Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from.
Oh.
Oh, but he got the Velcros!
In terms of deep fried footwear, I guess it looks okay.
Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. But that was unfortunate. But we must be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown child exam trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you'll get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk.
Hey Miriam, are you okay?
Okay, I'm so mad I can smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How can you embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is just a silly boy.
I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City.
Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not gonna settle up on Colonel Sanders' style and run off in the sunset without me.
Of course not. Well, maybe. Sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow.
Hey, welcome Noah with the raiding party. Why are my things not popping up? It's weird. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. What up? We're just over here romancing Colonel Sanders. In just a second, we have to, we have to help our friend.
And if you have absolutely no idea what Colonel Sanders look like, you're in for a treat.
Hell yeah, spicy. 11 herbs and spicy.
Yeah.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup.
And I bet the Professor Dog is gonna love it up.
While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. That's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. Kiss all 11 of his herbs and spices. Chat, calm down. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed Man-Man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley.
The supposed Man-Man.
The supposed Man-Man.
That.
As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Gordon Ramsay's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. There he is, guys! Our man. Our goatee boy.
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders. Gordon Ramsay, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory.
The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. He's hot enough. Jennifer, calm down. You decided that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it like there's no sound at all, or fess up by your practice dish.
Fess up about your practice.
Yeah,
dish.
we can't.
You don't want to let it burn.
Yeah, right? That's so dumb.
Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing.
I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. What? That's an oddly specific distance, but you don't expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man.
You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell?
Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me there's something else.
Oh no, is it burning?
Ha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. You know the band TLC? Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Okay, but wait a minute. When we're alone, he acts all flirty and like he's into me, but the moment somebody else is around, he switches up.
Right?
Okay.
You're not too sold on Colonel Sanders? I don't know, he's kind of winning me over with his 400-yard distance of smelling pot pies. Toxic. Colonel Sanders toxic, guys. But I'll probably start birding any second if you don't pull out. Oh, it'll... Pardon me, guys. It'll probably start birding any second if you don't pull it out. Phrasing. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. He's business when others are around and business with just you. Exactly, guys. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! That is, except to cook with everything you've got! Murder! Only one will remain. 2 go in.
You
Only
joke.
1 survives.
You joke, but last time we were in this room, there was murder.
Yeah, somebody died. Sorry. You step up for the cook-off of Lifetime, and also a rock-off for the Lifetime. Music is banging. You decide that mac and cheese, plus that pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge of victory.
Mac and cheese would win me over.
It would. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley, are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves.
Truly, Team Rocket.
Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small.
I don't know if it meant to have this many references, but...
It's throwing them at me all over the place. This is Iron Chef America, indeed. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, registered trademark, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Giggity. I just realized she's holding a butcher knife with a heart charm. Yeah, it's crazy. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friends, baster blaster. Hey, if you're blasting your basters, we stop being best friends. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! Muda 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 muda! Stundo. Ashley scoops her pastries up off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique.
Kitchen
Cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as was foretold. We must let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena.
No, poor Clank.
You thought he died from the sneaker? This is worse. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win with another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic? Even if it's almost certainly evil magic?
This is difficult.
Do it the hard way! No, we do it the pure way. The chicken way.
The not Willow way.
Yes. We've watched Buffy. We know better. Remember the lesson from earlier? Absolutely. Who needs magic when you've got passion?
I'm gonna do it the hard way.
We've always been doing it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Gordon Ramsay. Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Gordon Ramsay, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you.
Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought it'd help you.
Nice. Oh, that's sweet, but...
Don't want to break your other hand? Yeah. Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
It's a secret
No! No! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
It is I, Steve the Spork Monster.
Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kid and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind?
Bone mushes back. Steve the Spork Monster noticed that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Yeah, you guessed it. Sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little sport pup back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there.
Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I'd fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up...
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
Poor Steve.
Back in the old country.
Never mind. I tell you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could win.
Obviously, you summon extra power from deep down
See, I was
within
thinking to give up. I was thinking to give up.
No!
Hold on, I gotta throw up the horns for a sec. Woo! Anyway.
I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win.
Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My hand is steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Knees weak, arms spaghetti. Yes, Gordon Ramsay, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out.
You interrupted my inspiring monologue.
Sorry.
My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery.
You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served.
Oh my goodness.
But don't worry, dear Gordon Ramsay. You may have suffered setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decided that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about... Oh, that's you.
Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart.
Clearly.
What a guy. Swipe left on Sanders. How dare you? Wait, is swiping left good or bad?
I don't remember. I've never been on Tinder.
There are no rules though. Super Saiyan FC. Super Saiyan fried chicken. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts.
Are you suggesting?
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Fusion Ha! Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. I think it means giving the brush off. Well, then we're gonna swipe right on Sanders. We are all about some Sanders. Until he, like, you know, brushes us off, and then we're all feeling left in the lurch. Anywho, you must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying.
It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging onto a broom hook by the elasticity of his underpants. Pop, get down there for right now!
Let me guess. Did Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCS:AL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker run off to? You wait to hear a signature word beep, or some other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester.
It's been 3 days.
Wow, 3 whole days long.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. They're so cute.
It's so
teeny.
little. It looks like the candy I made.
I want to eat it.
He's dead. Talking about Clank? Yeah.
My word, it's so delicate. Is there a teeny tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, Chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully snips around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself.
Poor Sprinkles.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Gordon Ramsay, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof! Woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Youch! My tongue!
The professor appears to have an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this! It keeps poking my tongue! Disqualified!
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat?
I couldn't think of that. Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour?
Don't discount sympathy.
This is the last you heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made
Orange Blossom Turkish Delight. Gross.
Ew.
I mean, it's just not for me. I've tried several Turkish Delights, especially since I've been getting that Universal Yum stuff, which is great. If you guys haven't tried Universal Yum, definitely do it. It's super good. You get to try all kinds of cool stuff all over the place. But I can never... we had Turkish Delight from Turkey. I've had Turkish Delight from Greece. And I just know I'm not a Turkish Delight person.
I think it's just too sweet. It's actually not so much the flavor that I don't like. It's very, very overpoweringly sweet.
Definitely not worth betraying your brothers and sisters to an evil white winter queen.
They agree.
Exactly. Anyway, where was I?
Orange Blossom Turkish Delight and a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile, meant to be a display piece.
That makes no sense. Don't eat the food. At a cooking school?
Got toast in your ears or something, Gordon Ramsay? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition. At a cooking school. You dum-dum.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you're absolutely insistent, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley. She finally cannot keep her toothpaste routine up. She takes the meat cleaver and attacks Sprinkles. But we punch her in the face.
Murder her right now.
She's just whipping it out of the meat cleaver. Stop her. Colonel Sanders, kick her ass. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. It's kind of better, though. This isn't the last you heard of me, either. This class gets much smaller. I'll be teaching myself.
Miss Binkles.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Two chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Hopes it becomes Wendy.
She would be a good Wendy, though. Because Wendy is really not nice.
Fresh, never frozen beef. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. This way I've seen everything in the kitchen. You give me this thing. And completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. Chat, do the math. How old is he? In people years.
Well, if they're doing the whole 7 times 7 thing, or times 7 thing, wouldn't he be 7? And 7 times 7, 49.
5, 42.
Am I
40.
the one who's
Yes.
terrible at math and I did that faster than you?
Yes.
I want the chat to know that this is a phenomenal moment because I suck at math.
I'm not good at math. I'm just fast at being stupid.
What?
Anyway.
You're better at me than math.
But you're better at knowing your east and your west than me.
We're talking about math. That doesn't even relate.
I know, but I'm dumb, and I still need to do never eat soggy waffles to figure out which one's east and which one's west.
I still have to look at my hands to figure out which one's right and which one's left.
Jessica, we're dumb together. Forever. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everybody gets a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even the Van Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now the school year is complete, everyone's graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive, high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog in the house! Woo!
That is the cutest DJ I have ever seen in my entire life.
I agree. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they committed themselves to righting the wrong they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believed them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice
And
me.
nobody noticed you.
Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together... It's the Spork Monster! He has totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by a new name, Party Monster.
Students Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking spork. Sorry, party monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such entrance? It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat.
A crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so I had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Now I get it.
Yeah, this all makes sense now. Nepotism. And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this worth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What?
What?
I just feel like I knew it this whole time.
Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me?
I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't time for me to devote my life to figure out who you are, Clank. Jeez. Gosh.
You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. He's here! Howdy, classmates. It's that, no,
He's so casual.
it's too casual. He needs the suit.
No, I kind of like the casual. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, if you could just, like, mentally erase the mustache and goatee, he really is just a random anime boy.
He's Percy.
He just needs a gun.
Yeah. Because Percy has a cane too, doesn't he?
I mean, he's old, so by now, so kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the first day you met him, he has come to prepare to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. Those arms. I know, what do them arms do besides fry up some good chicken? This time, it's a full meal. I don't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken, and man, by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end?
So we didn't actually get together with Colonel Sanders?
No,
Okay.
it's not the end! As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting on the edge of the dance floor. Yes! Gordon Ramsay, what are you doing sitting all alone?
Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance.
Well, what do you think this is? Some kind of K-pop drama? I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you expect to find in such a lucky person?
Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
One, glad that you're doing it too. Second, why is spicy musk the first thing? Why is it a thing? It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me?
No.
Wow.
Yes, I would love to.
Spicy musk. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Gordon Ramsay.
How sweet. We'll work together and play together.
Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself.
But who will help you run your restaurants?
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you live with only half of him? Will we be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur?
I suppose I could enroll at pastry school.
Oh, my dear Gordon Ramsay, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually.
I'm
Along the way.
heartbroken.
You'll have me by your side. What?
What?
The end?
What?
Did we get him or did we not get him?
What? I'm really confused. Okay, but look at him.
Dance party, people. We had the most confusing ending ever. He said you would have him by his side, but that was like really weird. Did we just not get the good ending? Did we get the mediocre ending?
Well, the highlights.
What's the point if he doesn't respect
I
us?
feel-
Exactly. What is the point if he doesn't respect us as a chef?
The point of this game should have, or the good ending to this game should have been me going home and Sprinkles being my pet.
Indeed.
And me loving Sprinkles for the rest of time.
Indeed. Well, you know what? Maybe we don't need Colonel Sanders. What we need in our lives is maybe some pigeon boyfriends. Because tomorrow, same Monday Green Tea time, same Monday Green Tea channel, we'll be playing Hatoful Boyfriend, where we will go on some dates, maybe, with some eligible pigeons? But you'll have to find that out tomorrow, next time. Did you like what you see? Did you have fun? Tell your friends. Have them follow. Follow me.
To the new people who are watching, if you can't tell, this is Date Week, where we will be playing dating simulators every stream.
Yep. So tomorrow and Saturday.
Have no idea what we're playing and what we're getting into. So...
Well, now you do a little bit about tomorrow.
Yeah, but I have no idea what it's about. Like, I knew this one was about Colonel Sanders, but I had no idea about details. Sprinkles, a shock.
Mm-hmm.
An absolute shock to me. A delightful one.
Indeed.
But, you know, I had no idea about what we were getting into.
Also, you learned a bit about Colonel Sanders trivia.
Oh, and I also learned that you knew a lot about Colonel Sanders.
That's my secret, is that I just do quick research and go, wow, interesting, and I just file it away for later. Anywho, the trivia it's my favorite thing. I like learning like random useless facts. It's just fun.
But also, after learning the piece of information that he couldn't make it as a lawyer because he punched his client, new respect for Colonel Sanders.
Absolutely.
I might have to try me some KFC. One day.
Maybe. And if we do, we might just get that chicken tender mac and cheese bowl. Please sponsor us, KFC. Please sponsor us. I'm ready for the KFC Scene It. Absolutely. Give me some KFC Trivial Pursuit. I am set. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be continuing our date night marathon with more date night games with Hatoful Boyfriend. But until then, I hope you guys had fun and you guys got to spend it with us, watching us only get half of KFC's love. Let me pop in my KFCD. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, spending your time with us. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, but if you don't, that's fine. You can always check out the VODs on my Twitch channel, and I'm hopefully going to be seeing about putting these on my YouTube channel, but we'll take that as we go. Until then, bye guys. Hope y'all had fun. Bye, Steph.